There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. What do you have in store for me this time? Levioso! Glacius! Fingers! Levioso! Confringo! Tego! Revelio.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think. Which is his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast food? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor.
I did.
It was wonderful.
Good. You seem to understand. Some provide us with magic, which does not include torturing them for whiskers.
Yes, Professor.
Stumbling over dead beasts.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice.
An optimistic idea. Professor Weasley has asked that I be on the lookout for. Meanwhile, I also...
Psst, psst. Over here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to.
I said...
It's something my gran and I say. At least, that's what we just...
I couldn't stand there.
We're of a similar... Actually, in life...
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So,
I thought she was brilliant.
I suspected you two.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above?
Perhaps. Did you know that I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin. The poachers' influence is... they're up to something.
That does seem...
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
They don't scare me. Besides...
You seem undeterred. Well,
Oh, very well. I should be going, but...
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what... I hope Sharp wasn't...
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we saw...
Cheers to that. He probably... Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment? I was, after you helped me with that. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing...
Where do you find the time for this and your homework?
I've plenty of time for both. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow it.
Sounds simple enough. And who would...
Ah, brilliant. The passage is hidden behind the statue.
I'll see what I can...
Fair enough. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions.
I'll need to get those dried billywick stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
Confringo!
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even...
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade... Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, you're... Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't... In fact, perhaps you could start simply by removing them.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school. And I took advantage... now...
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Alohomora.
How are your students getting on this year?
Rather poorly.
Is that?
Revelio.
Any students in the faculty town? What is the point of rules if you are insistent on breaking them?
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My march is superb.
Revelia. Revelia.
Students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacular. Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Avelia. Avelia.
You can't imagine what travel was before I invented fleet. I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
This year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not.
Avelia. Avelia.
Flying about and the doors and ships. Rather a lot of stuff, isn't it?
Avelia.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
I'll see what I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood, but I hope you will find the time. Now, remember, the moons are only...
You mentioned offering...
I did. Once you brought me... Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password?
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Brooms. When you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Beak to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard.
Revelio. I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard? Descendium. Goodness, who knew this was all down here? A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though. Revelio. Here. Revelio. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Reparo.
That seems to have done the trick.
Revelio.
This castle will never cease to surprise me.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here?
Levioso.
Revelio. I'm going to have to get past this.
Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Reparo. Levioso. Revelio. Confringo.
One more to go and I'll make it across.
Reparo. Leviosa.
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Leviosa.
Aha! Got it.
Revelio.
This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate.
Confringo.
Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Revelio.
Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? I have the dried billywig stings. Now, back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out. Revelio. Alohomora.
Not a day goes by.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Defense against the dark.
Revelio.
Working on not
About the position that opened up at the ministry.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
swear we'd be more uplifted in...
Hello, Gareth.
You got them! Incredible.
Getting them was more work than I expected. I'd like to be paid for my time.
Course. Didn't think it would be that much trouble, but thank you again. I'll let you know when...
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Adelaide Oaks, isn't it?
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been what with the troll attack on Hogsmeade. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and she's convinced he can handle himself. But I can't
I'll try and look into...
Thank you. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his neck. I do hope you're able to find out where. Uncle Roland would never leave me to
Revelio. Could this be Mr. Oakes's camp? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Reparo.
Revelio.
It's always my turn for patrol. I've been fighting since before you were born.
I'll get you. You will suffer. Why strap this out? Hurt me! Does Hogwarts teach you nothing about I won't rest until you're dead.
Now, to find out what happened here.
Revelio.
Mr. Oakes's trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Revelio.
Revelio.
have here?
Hello?
Revelio.
Dead asleep on my feet.
Nice try.
You're making this.
Get away with that.
Revelio. Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
What's going on out there?
Lucas, to tell us. Stonewall. A ladder. That's what I need.
Patrolling this area is a waste of time.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student. Revelio.
Is somebody there? Hello?
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Revelio.
Afraid to fight? was meant for me. Pity. Not quite. Was that your best? No! That was
Now here's a sad-looking place. Revelio. What will we find in here?
Could do with a nice mushroom stew. You will regret coming here.
Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Leviosa!
I'm a goblin, not a...
Revelio!
Any who oppose Ranrock
Leviosa!
not your best moment, guys. Ranrock won't be stopped.
Confringo! Revelio!
This looks like...
You have defeated our encampment in the tower. Who is it?
Revelio!
This
Leviosa! Potato!
Think it!
Revelio.
Not quiet enough. Oh. Good. But I'm better.
Leviosa!
As if you could best the likes of... Oh.
Confringo!
Ah!
Revelio!
Trouble's brewing, and I'm without my friends. talking brute. Revelio.
What's that?
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Revelio.
Are you sure? Oh, you think you're safe? You look tired. I won't rest until you're dead.
Revelio. Revelio. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be? Revelio.
One way or another, we'll get what we want. Only Red Rock here to see this.
I will make you pay.
That student defeated our encampment in the town.
Missed me. Ooh, this shouldn't take long. You call that spellcasting? One less human nobody wants to know. Great coming.
spells glance off of me. You can't stop me.
Think you're clever, don't you?
I won't rest until you're dead. You almost had a lucky shot.
Oh, this
I will make you.
not quite. I will not be moved. You
One less human to worry about.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio. This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio.
You found it! Pass it to me! Hurry! Before they come! I must get out! Hurry! My wand! Oh, thank Merlin! Thank you! You did it! I found my wand and... Wait! You're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard...
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta... Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the... After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an op... The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind.
I'm grateful I was able to help.
Oh, and I her. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with... Having my wand back is like... I must return home and...
I'll be fine, Miss...
Oh, I'm anxious. Thank you. May life...
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Alohomora. Revelio.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Revelio.
Deke?
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little...
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beast. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area.
Precisely what... You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now. come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts. It will be nice to keep. All you will need to do is get close, directly.
All right. Lumos.
You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't... Now, not all...
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree. Deke will meet you there.
Revelio. Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get...
Then I shall go and rescue a Jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke...
I'll look after you. I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not
Are there any other beasts nearby?
just one that Deke knows of. A herd of moose. Deke will see you there.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to...
I shall go and find him.
Deke will be waiting.
Oh, no, you don't. Professor Howard will never believe this. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience. Actually, perhaps another time.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too, but if...
Any beasts the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide... If you gather some magical materials from...
Very well. I shall let... There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Wonderful. Oh dear. Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was...
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft,
An enchanted loom.
making your clothing more useful in a... Why don't you try it? Deek think.
I'll go and experiment with it. That came out nicely. I should show Deek. I used the enchanted loom, Deek.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deek suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deek. Wonder who lives here.
hunt begins.
Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial? Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. These rocks have seen better days. Revelio.
Only following orders. Leave your accusations inside. Nothing over here.
Revelio.
I didn't touch your helm, but thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Know who my friends are now, don't I? You ought to cut back on pudding.
You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
An intruder!
Off on another adventure, are we?
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her... Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Leviosa, Glacius, Cinder, Cinder.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins are giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne, and if you really want to be of help, you'll make sure it's no idea that... I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated. by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile. I'm getting tired. I should probably... I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where... Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Wizard is a dead wizard in my book. You don't know who you are! Let's get this over with.
The wizards will be defeated. I know I heard something. Up for a minute! Is that the best you can do? You're so very weak.
I will make you pay. I won't rest until you've made your last mistake. This is where you will fail. Out over here. Cover up why he's coming back this way.
Levioso. Protego.
Someone, one less human to worry. I won't rest. Stop it! I'm afraid of fire! Oh, little Luca. Oh, that was meant for me. Pity, not quite. You won't stop me. Easily diverted.
Was that your best?
Fringo!
I've been fighting since before you were born.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. Before my uncle and I... She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen. They didn't even give her...
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be might be the only way to learn what type of magic.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Revelio. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section, with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to do. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of some... You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Revelio. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Confringo! Revelio. Confringo.
Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now.
Understood. Well then. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
Revelio. A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and ran rocking. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well.
True.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter... I'll be in touch. Till then.